Alrighty, what do we got? Not much new. Got the hood and the trunk painted for the 62, and I'll be honest, it does look better on the camera than it does in real. It's pretty good. It's not that it's nice and straight. It's fairly clean. It's just I know I'm going to be sanding and polishing, so I put a little bit extra clear on it. So it did die off a little bit, but I painted it a few days ago. I mean, it looks okay. Still looks pretty shiny. It'll probably look really shiny in the video. But let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see it's pretty clean. There's a couple nibs here and there for sure. There's a big one there. That's probably about the worst of it on the hood. And the trunk, not too bad, couple here and there, but that's no problem. That's I plan on sanding and polishing, so I put extra clear on here specifically because of that. So yeah, we're getting close. I got a couple parts anodized, the hood catch here and the hood hinges, and see if I can just trying to. Yeah, on this car they actually are supposed to be anodized. So got the bolts cat plated and things like that. So it's coming along, looking fairly good, I would say. So I'm just I just got to blow a little paint in on these hinges here. Oh, I see I got a mask hole. I better cover that. Better close that up. But so I just sprayed coat of primer on there. So I'm just going to let that set up good, and then I'll continue just basically wet on wet. A couple coats of base, get it covered in the red, and then throw some clear over it. So that's she's coming. Team Buick's been MIA. He's been spending some time on the beach, kicking back, drinking margaritas, checking out the senoritas, I imagine. Anyways, he'll be back in action here soon. And again, I'll let you have a look at the hood. Like I said, it's not that it's not straight. It's fairly nice and straight for sure. Just needs a quick sand and polish. Take a little. I'm not looking for a perfect mirror, but I'll take a little bit of the texture peel out of it, a couple of dust nibs, and then shine it up good. So that's what we're gonna do there. So she is coming, getting close. I plan on having this thing out. I've been saying this for years now, but I think this is going to be the year. This is going to be the one where I get it out of the garage here. Oh, that'll be a celebration for me for sure. I'm just going to set this up here. So yeah, like that. Better tape up that spot. Grab the old masking tape. Little tear in there. Yeah, perfect. That will work. Let that set up for a few more minutes. Again, it's just the hood hinges. They don't gotta be perfect. Just clean them up and make them look a little better so we get the trunk bolted on. So hopefully we'll have I think Team Buick's coming over to help me slap the old trunk and the hood on maybe even sometime this weekend. We'll see. Like I say, he could be still drying out from his vacation. Speaking of drying out, better better mix one myself here. I mean, why not? Oh, they even have found a cup. Yes, and in other news, up here in Canada, we got our big election coming up. I'm not going to get too into it because talking politics, all that does is starts wars. But I don't know. I won't say too much, but I will say, unfortunately, I think it's already predetermined before we get our chance to vote here in Alberta. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, back to the car stuff. So while that's drying up a bit, like I say, just doing it wet on wet all the way up. So basically you can use any high build primer. If you want build, mix it to build. If you want to use it as a sealer, just reduce it a little more. Don't get carried away with the reducer, but just reduce it a little bit so it'll lay down a little nicer. And then just let her set up pretty good, and then continue on with your base. Because really, I mean, yeah, you could prime and let it dry and sand it out, but I mean, look at those ugly things. Who wants to sand those? It's bad enough sanding them once. Don't want to have to sand them again. What else? Yeah, probably talk a little bit more on the old Buick engine when we get back on her, but those that have been following along, geez, I don't even know where I left off. I know we had issues, had the wrong rear main seal a couple of times, so I think we're going with a rope seal this time, so we'll see when that shows up. And as far as the bearing clearances, off the camera, I popped the shells out again. I removed the bearing caps, main caps, and I just gave the bottoms just a quick file. And same with the block, just touched it just in case there was any. There must have been something that I just didn't quite see, and cleaned it up again, put the shells in, torqued her back up, and then we were right in the money. Where's my specs here? I had everything written down. I don't know if you can read this, but here's what the journal. I measured every journal, and then torqued the caps up with the shells in them. So number one, we got 2.4, 2 or 2.4 on the number 3, which is interesting because it's the thrust bearing. I guess I shouldn't say it's interesting because big block Chevy, the thrust is on the rear, and being the rear on big block Chevy, it's physically wider, so you actually want to have a little bit more oil clearance. But on this Buick, because the end thrust is actually on journal 3, it's a narrow bearing, so it came and it worked out. Now I'm not talking the end thrust, I'm just talking the actual clearance for now, but 2 thou, and then number 4 2.3, and number 5 2.3. So we're anywhere from 2 to as tight. The tightest one was 2 thou, and the loosest ones were 2.4. 2,000, 4/10, or 24 10,000s, however you want to say it. So, anyways, we're right in the sweet spot there. So basically, when Team Buick is back here, it's going to be just give the piston rod assemblies another final cleanup, and then we'll slam them back together. But, yeah, that's about that. Anyways, this is probably set up enough. I could probably grab some base here. I already have it pre-reduced, and I got the heat kicked in again. So I'll probably, when I spray, I'm gonna shut the heat off and kick in the old fan, suck the old overspray out of here. So yeah, here we go. Already pre-reduced base. Man, oh man, I'll tell you. Paint prices have gone through the roof up here, and this is like, and I'm not talking since the tariff stuff. I'm just talking even prior to that, and being red, holy cow! I don't know what you pay. I'd be curious down south in the States there, you guys that are painting cars or restoring cars. What kind of money do you actually pay for your paint? Because I can tell you here, for this size here, this is a gallon of base. For a gallon of this base, without reducer, just the color, it was over 600 bucks. So then you still gotta buy reducer, and you know what? It's just nascent base. It's nothing fancy, but yeah, 600 bucks for a gallon of base. So I don't know why it is, but in old Canada here, we seem to take it in the arse quite regularly on everything. You want to buy or build anything, it just, the prices are through the roof, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's me just complaining for no reason. And that happens. I find that happens more often lately than ever. Okay. Grab a little red. So again, this is already pre-reduced from before 1:1. I've got decent control in here over my heat temperature. If I do want to, when I'm in the booth, if I need the humidity up, I can just pour a little water on the floor. It all affects, for those that paint regularly, they know that humidity, temperature, all that stuff, reducer you're using, this, you know, it all plays into your paint job. And ultimately, if you have the time and you're not in a rush, and you got decent heat, you're better to, if you can slow things down and use slow reducers, even in your base and everything. I just always found that when you use slow, especially with a metallic color, just by using a slower reducer in the base, I always find the color actually, the base itself looks a lot nicer. The metallics just, they lay down nicer. There's, you know, when you use too fast, it's almost like the metallics, they're drying. It's drying in the air before it hits the panel. And again, this is just all what I find. I mean, everybody has their own setup and their own situation when they're painting. Okay. I'm just blowing a little painted, so I don't really care about what gun I'm using. This is a good old trusty Mastercraft, tried and true. Yep. Run her through the strainer. I at least do that much. I run all my product through the old paint strainers. Okay, lid. And I'll kick in the old fan. And nothing really magical here, but I'll keep filming for the sake of filming something. I'm just, like I say, I'm just low pressure, just dusting this in. It's not a metallic color, solid color, so nothing magical here. Okay. Let that set up. It's gonna suck it out a bit, fumes out, just a little base. Not the worst thing to breathe, but not the best either. So yeah, for the hockey fans. Yeah, it looks like the Oilers are made her into the playoffs. They got her tonight. So I don't know about them Flames. Or I think they got a tough road here. I think they got to win the next few in a row here if they're gonna make her. But I could joke around. I'm originally from Calgary, so good old Edmonton, Calgary. Oilers Flames battle. Gonna get people riled up. Someone's probably kicking the TV right now. Yeah. I guess that's about that. Gonna slam a couple more coats on those hinges, make sure they're good and covered, and then I'll just throw a coat of clear so they're sealed, and that's it. And then hopefully the next time, hopefully on the next one, we're getting the trunk and the hood fit up. The hood will have to come off again or it'll be coming off again when the engine gets dropped in, but that's okay. I'd like to just get it on and get everything squared up for sure. I mean, I did pre-fit before the body work was done, even after I had all the metal work done. All the sheet metal was hung on this car and everything was fit up, test fit before. I would say, yeah, for anybody restoring a car, or if it's you've been doing it, well, you've been doing it forever, you already know. But for those of you that maybe just on your new your newest project or just starting out, I can't stress enough that when you're doing body work, you got to test fit, and it could be several times, especially if you're doing quarters or rockers or any of that kind of stuff. Like it's basically get her fit up before you start getting too carried away with the welds. That would be my my advice. Yeah, well, that's about it. So I'm just going to continue on here, and then we'll quick, short, and easy. And those that keep watching regularly, I appreciate it. Like I say, I don't know where this is really going to go. I guess if I don't keep posting stuff, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, I think that's about her for now. So hey, thanks for watching. Until the next one. Here, I'll slip the glove off here or whatever. Until the next time, cheers. Stay safe.